Hi Taurus, how's everybody doing? Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Alright, Taurus. Are you moving away from something? Yep. Moving away from something that did not feel settling to you. There's a chance that you may be even communicating this with someone. For some of us, I'm seeing that we actually may be, I'm hearing changing location. You felt like something was almost like the vibes were off. Something like that. Like you were picking up on something and you didn't like the frequency of it, so you moved away. And you're feeling confident because of this decision you're making. This was also part of a karmic test for you, Taurus, in case you were wondering. This is about, I'm hearing embracing your path. Yeah. So for sure was a karmic test to see. I mean, if this isn't physically, energetically, you could be moving away from something. This was part of a karmic test for sure. And it's about realizing your power and your efficacy, I'm seeing. And I'm seeing you feel good about this. Good about this decision that you're making, Taurus. Because this is justice. I'm seeing you also moving into a place where you're feeling like there's more balance around you as well. And you feel like this move was in alignment with like your moral code and your integrity. Very cool, Taurus. Making empowering decisions here. Yeah. Somebody's behavior was out of alignment. This could have been at one point somebody that you really looked up to, like somebody you felt attracted to their energy. It doesn't need to be romantically. It's like something about their aura maybe, or the energy that they gave off felt appealing to you. But I'm seeing you recognize that that was almost like just part of their exterior. There was other stuff going on below it. I'm hearing it came time for you to recognize that. Interesting, Taurus. So it was almost like a facade that somebody had in a way, because like, although at heart I'm seeing that they can be somebody that that you saw as independent and you saw as like appealing, attractive in some way. You saw them as being creative. You saw them as being powerful. I'm hearing it was like I'm seeing something going on with their shadow, where maybe they're having some battle going on right now, where their shadow is kind of getting the best of them, something like that. Like in this person's true pure form, I'm seeing them be somebody admirable, but again, I think that we're learning that there's more than just, I'm hearing exterior values. It's like you're putting value on something deeper than the external when you look at this person. And maybe something that you learned about over time, it's like, I'm almost getting this, like, it's not like this was just obvious and you weren't picking up on it. It's like something that it took time for you to uncover and understand through like interacting with this person energetically. And it's like now you're seeing something that maybe you weren't initially picking up on, because maybe this is something deep-seated within them, Taurus. Yeah. This is somebody that could be intuitive. Like you could have seen them as being warm and being in touch, but it was like, this was all a test to see if you would trust your intuition here about this. Like this is about you coming into your own energy, intuitive abilities. You may have even felt psychically connected with this person, Taurus. Like you had some sort of frequency or energetic exchange. I'm hearing I know you and you know me. It's like there was something between the two of you. I'm looking at two feminine energies here, if that's an indicator. And I'm seeing them like they're looking at each other, but it's almost like there's some sort of frequency that connects these two people. Maybe you also feel too like this person can be quick-tempered or impulsive, and maybe you feel like that's ungrounding to you. Because I'm seeing you be very in touch with the water in your chart here. You may even feel a sense of sentimentality towards this person as well, but it's like, again, I'm getting that you're recognizing something like maybe something about the way that they went about something or something going on with their energy. It like crosses a boundary in a certain way that you have, and you're recognizing that. It's like, you know, when we're deeply empathetic, Taurus, we have to be so protective of our energy because we absorb things so innately, I'm hearing. And so if we do not have boundaries, that empathy becomes more so something that holds us back and hinders us rather than something feeling empowering to us. And maybe this is a lesson that we're learning as well. It's like if this person, like as long as they remain tied to their shadow in this way, you're recognizing that you can't be involved in this. And I'm seeing that this is like not something easy for us, because I'm seeing we definitely have a deeper connection with this person. We have some sort of tie that's very strongly connected with this person. But you know what, too, I'm being guided to mention this. As much as there can be people that come into our lives where we have I'm hearing a fated event with them. It's like we were fated to meet this person. Free will always exists, and so you could have absolutely been meant to come into contact with this person. However, like it's their choice whether they're living in the light or living in their shadow. And right now it's like if they're going to choose to be like in alignment with that energy, with that frequency, it's something that you can't be involved in. But that doesn't mean that you don't like feel for that person, because I'm seeing you be very understanding here of this, even if you know you have to protect your energy, and even if this is difficult for you. But it's like I'm seeing you prioritizing yourself and your like mental and emotional health here. And this is also part of a karmic test for you to protect your energy, because I'm seeing you be very deeply intuitive, Taurus. Like even psychic for some, I'm getting. Like, I'm seeing you be very in touch. You're like hand in hand with your intuition here. It's like something almost that is like externally able to be perceived outside of you. Like, people can maybe even read this in your aura. I'm picking up something like that. It's like the first thing that they recognize. Interesting, Taurus. Very interesting. Yeah. I'm seeing you recognize that something karmically is just panning out the way that it's going to. You're really accepting this and accepting that if you're going to be moving with the universe, that it being necessary for you to move away from this. And I'm seeing you be like, okay, this is where the universe is pushing me. Like, regardless of my agenda, I'm hearing listen to the call. So I'm seeing you move into a place where you're setting something down, something that you feel is justified as far as your actions and your choices here in relation to this person and what you want to do about it. Oh, but this is hard. This is really hard. You have a really deep connection with this person. But again, I'm getting something about their choices right now. It's something that you can't be a part of. But you know that there's like some sort of, like whatever this is, it feels like a fated connection between the two of you. But I'm almost getting it, like, because of whatever is going on with them that is related to their shadow, it's almost like they can't even, like, they're not seeing beyond that at this point. It's like there may be things externally going on around them, and it's like they're so carried away by the Seven of Swords right now that they're like not able to like even perceive or be in touch outside of that. But it's like maybe you felt the need to like keep up with this person in a way, or observe them or watch them or gather information on them because you felt so strongly tied to this individual. And maybe it also came into your life at a point where you were learning about different types of relationships and soul contracts that we have with people, like what it means to have a fated connection with somebody. Maybe you even felt like karmically you manifested this into your life, this person. Again, I'm being guided to mention this. We can have people that we come into contact that we are like fated, destined to meet. However, everyone has free will and they get to choose the energy that they show up with, you know? So it's like as much as somebody can behave in a way that's in alignment with like the highest frequency of love and light, someone can also choose to be living in their shadow as well. And that's the part that like the universe, so to speak, doesn't have control over. It's like the universe can bring two people together, but it's like both of those people get to decide what they want to do with that energy, because it's like the potential is always there, but the potential is there for it to be high vibe or for it to be low vibe, you know what I mean? And that's when a decision needs to be made, when you recognize that something isn't healthy for you energetically to be around. And it's like, I don't even know if this person recognizes it or not. But it's like this person may be like being dishonest, but it may be like not upfront, but it may be because like I'm almost seeing this be like semi subconscious for them. Like they may not even recognize this. It's like the power of what they're speaking out. I'm not sure what exactly that means. Yeah, if you were looking for confirmation about this relationship, I'm seeing karmically you guys were brought together. This is like a soulmate connection that you have with this person. Like this was manifested. I'm getting mutually manifested. Like both of you guys manifested this. And this is something that could potentially lead to like a long-term relationship, partnership, marriage, whatever would be ideal for you. Like I'm seeing kind of in like a perfect world that this would end in a really beautiful relationship, but I'm seeing that there's also something that you're recognizing you have to move away from. So maybe for the time being, like I'm seeing the strings, the ties, the cords that you have with this person, and I'm also getting that whatever's going on with them right now is not something that energetically is safe for you, so to speak. Both of you guys could be highly intuitive people. This person could have also somehow been involved in you figuring more out about your intuition or your psychic abilities, things like that. Maybe even like a deeper sense of your emotions. It's like this person may have showed you how to like uncovered things very this sounds like a twin flame type of thing. Like they may have elicited emotions in you that you did not even perceive as being possible. Like you may have not believed in like a love so strong or a connection so strong in real life until you came into contact with this person. I'm getting something like that here. I'm being guided to mention again, I'm looking at like two feminine figures. I'm looking at the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups here. And it's like almost this relationship between the two of them. I'm getting that, like, if they choose, when they choose, if they do to clear out this energy, it's almost like your energy comes up next. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but it's like I'm seeing you almost being like congruent to them in some sort of way. I'm channeling, so if things aren't making exact sense for you guys, maybe at one point in time they will, or maybe this is making sense to you. I'm not sure completely what all of this is alluding to, but I'm seeing a very, like, defined blueprint of this relationship between you and this person. So, for zodiacs, I'm looking at Libra and I'm looking at Mercury here. Libra can speak on interpersonal relationships, partnerships, business partnerships. I'm also hearing family. Interesting, Taurus. You know, Libra shares Venus with you, Taurus, as a ruler. I'm seeing an offer come through that I'm hearing was compromised. Maybe you're waiting for something here. It's like maybe an offer wasn't taken and you're adjusting to that. I'm looking at the Lovers popping out here. I'm looking at Sag and Gemini. I'm looking at a message coming through. I'm seeing a star here. Somebody's coming through to message you because they're looking to help you out with something. I'm also getting this notion too that by you not taking an offer, I'm seeing you like accept something that's going on here in relation to this relationship. It's like you and this other person. I'm seeing you getting downloads here that are helping you reach obtain stability. For some of you, I'm seeing something about a job offer coming through, actually. That may be for a specific person, but I was hearing that strongly. I'm seeing you starting something new with your career as well. Like maybe exploring something or switching something up somehow with your career. I'm hearing breaking out of the mold. Like you may be bringing a sense of originality and expansion into the job that you're doing. Like you may be also embracing new things, new ways to do your job. Because I'm looking at the King of Pentacles and I'm looking at Uranus energy, which is all about expansion and moving forward and like breaking the mold in different ways. It's like very future oriented energy. It's almost like you're taking a chance with something in relation to work. I'm getting this notion so strongly. Do not let yourself be held back concerning your job by interpersonal relationships. This is like if things are not going well or the way that you want it to, the way that you plan to within your interpersonal relationships, you're being guided to not to like set boundaries with yourself, to not allow interpersonal relationships to affect what you're doing at work, because I'm seeing your like the potential for you doing really important things with your job, like things that are going to, I'm hearing, be groundbreaking, Taurus. Do not let interpersonal relationships and like your concerns with that like pull you away from what you're doing with your job. Again, I'm getting that you're doing something really important at work. I'm looking at Sagittarius, I'm looking at Gemini, and I'm looking at Uranus, which is Aquarius energy. All right, my friends, we are going to end it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.